How can I be free? Okay. Chukwu ihe niile ikere dị mma. Good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining in today's live section. It's been a while. It's been a while. We last came live here. I've been very busy, and this is one thing that I don't want us to have to second guess about. That is why I am coming live today for this session for us to have a talk about it. Thank you. Okay, so today I'll be talking about our Rocco farm. I'm just going to go straight to the points like always. So those who will be watching later can will not have to wait for a very long time before they get the point of what the live session is about. Before I continue, today is the CEO of Aroko Farm and Resorts birthday. That's the person of Dr. Endurance. So happy birthday to him. Happy birthday, sir. Today is also my nephew's birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to Jesu Ovie. Okay, so quickly let's talk about Aroko Farms and how you stand to benefit from Aroko Farms without you doing nothing. Yes, you don't have to do anything. For every parent I have shared this vision with, they have seen it and they are rushing on board. I'd like us to, for those who I have not been able to reach because you are not on my WhatsApp, please take this as the all you need to know about Aroko Farms and Resorts. All right. Hi, Big Daddy and Mimi. Good afternoon, sir. I will have your questions. I would like to answer them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. All right, now I want to talk about Aroko Farm and Resorts. What is Aroko Farm and Resort? Aroko Farm and Resort is a three-in-one blend of everything you need to know to make your money grow. Number one, it's real estate, and two, farming, and three, lifestyle. Now, we all know, thank you so much. We all know that right now what we need is the three basic things of life, actually. The three essential parts of life is food, clothing, and shelter. And Aroko Farm houses everything in it. And the most important thing, I have been bringing farming options here on my channel, but I am most passionate about Aroko Farm because of a vision, a part of it I have seen. As a parent, we like to plan for our children. We don't want a situation whereby when we're supposed to be enjoying our lives, that's when we're working so hard for them. And the best way to escape the so much work that we may be working in the future is for us to not just plan, is to do something about what we have planned. That is why Aroko Farm. Now, before I go into Aroko Farm and the rest, here's what I think. Uh, if you are a parent and let's say your children are currently in Essex senior secondary school, I'm talking from Nigeria. Sorry if you're in diaspora and you don't understand. Uh, if your children are in SS1, for instance, in SS2, SS3, the next year is to face university. And as a good parent, what you are thinking of is thinking of the university days already ahead. What university, as a matter of fact, some of us have the universities our children will attend already. The universities our children will attend already in the future before we even meet our spouse. We already know, oh, I like this school, I like that. And with the way economy is going, if you don't plan, if I aside economy, without proper planning, you're definitely bound to fail. So if your children are already in the primary school level, it will be best for you to start planning ahead for them when they are, before they get into investing, when they have to read the big books and all of that, pay high tuition fees and all of that. And some of us are already having paying high tuition fees. So here's what I advise you do as a parent. You see, a Rocco farm, you can invest in a Rocco farm right now and leave it. There are different clusters to Aroko farms and farm and resorts. There are different clusters. We'll talk about it. But here is how you as a parent can do. I am most passionate about uh, the palm tree plantation. We have the cocoa or cocoa. I don't know if I'm speaking Urobo by saying cocoa. Forgive me. I'm an Urobo woman. I'm a worried person. Even though we like to speak correct English, but at times the nativity will not jump out of it. You understand? So I don't know if it's cocoa or cocoa. Whatever is correct, COCOA is what I'm talking about. Now, the cocoa plantation. These are things that takes a while to fruit, to harvest. And when it starts fruiting, when you start harvesting, your return is for life. So let's take, for instance, your child is currently in GSS 3. In 4 years, the child will be in the university. And then you invest in palm tree farming. Yes. When you invest in palm tree farming, it takes 3 to 4 years for palm tree, 3, 4, 5 years for palm tree to fruit and be harvested. When you harvest these things, you know how much you are getting. And there has been an estimated by the Ministry of Agriculture that you can, from a plantation, palm tree plantation of 60 trees, you can make 500 million annually. So let's talk about 500 million annually. Now, we're not going to take the whole 500 million because of eventualities, this and that and that and that comes up in this thing. Now, please, if you want to talk to me directly, I was supposed to have included my phone number already. So you need to talk to me. You can get to me immediately already. But if you need it right now, you can simply call the number 080. So from your side, you're going to get +23, add the dialing code +2348039262648. All right, like I was saying, now if you're making that 500, that's the estimated rate for a bad production year. because we cannot say, this is it every time. It can get higher, it can get lower. So in that year, what do you gain? Let's say 400,000 naira annually, 400 million, I beg your pardon, 400 million annually. That's if you decide to do the farming yourself. Now, if the company is to farm for you and you get your annual return, all you need to do is to allow the company get 30% of the annual return. 30% of 500 million. Let me quickly do the calculation on my other phone. Excuse me. 500%. Sorry, this one is not. Took me a while, but I'm finally here. So 500 million. This 5 million. Okay, no, let's do 4. 4 million, clear. 4 million, 400 million. Times 30%. Now, the company is to take 120 million out of it. You will be left with, let's see what the 70%. You'll be left with 280 million naira annually. 280 million naira annually for the rest of, let's say, 90 years. You know what that means? So you can uh, gladly and conveniently pay off any tuition fee that will come from your children, from your grandchildren. Even you're just there, you are making money. That means you have built a structure that is working for you. You have built a structure that you don't have to be involved in for it to work for you. So quickly, let us go to Aroko Farm and Resort. What we have here in Aroko Farm and Resort. Now, we have different clusters, different farming options for investors. We have the cocoa cluster. We know about cocoa now. Cocoa, that's what they used to produce these drinks, Milo, and the rest of them. I don't know other countries. I know I have a lot of diasporans here. I'm sorry, I can't read your language. But if you can get a translator, please translate and send to me. I'll gladly respond to you. I can't pronounce your name. So that's it. Now, if that's for, we have the cocoa clusters, and then we have the palm tree clusters. Palm tree is what we used to produce a lot of things. We really do not know about palm tree. Aside that, we don't uh, we don't know a lot of things. Even though we don't know a lot of things, I beg your pardon. It is from the palm tree that we have palm oil. From palm tree, we have what's it called? Uh, the oil we used to make soap, cream, and basically a lot of things. A lot of things that we can use palm tree from. And when the Bible says, shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of, I know I can't remember, but I know the Bible used to talk about palm trees, that it flourishes in and out of season. There is no season for palm tree. So it's always producing. Everything about palm tree is needed, from the root to the stem to the leaf to the growing up. My father used to have an industry, and in that industry what they do is to buy palm fruit from a lot of people. He will produce it. We had a lot of workers then, very much. It was a very big place. You can't even walk from one place to the other. Very big. Now, there is a part where they will have to produce uh the oil. I think they boil the palm fruit. We call it banga. Mhm. They boil it. When you boil it, they go ahead to extract the oil from it, the juice. From the juice, I don't know how it works, but that's one is done on one part of the industry that is not even close to the industry that is in town. Now, when we finish, there is a part where they will bring the seed, the empty seed, to the factory. There's an engine that breaks the seed, breaks it, and removes the fruit inside. And then I know my father used to say those broken seeds to companies. Now I don't know what it is for. Maybe after this life, I'm going to call him. Thank God he's still alive. He's 82. Well, I know he still have all those things, those information. I'll call him, and maybe when next I come for another live session, I'm going to have to talk about that. Now there were a lot of things. People could come from to my father, those broken seeds, they were using it to do roads. So think about palm tree with endless possibilities. I still know the barest minimum I know now is that they use the fruits, I mean the leaves, to do broom that they used to sweep houses. Mhm. So the every part of palm tree is useful. And then we have the cash crop clusters as well. The cash crop clusters, you can simply invest in the cash crop clusters. We have palm tree, we have cassava, we have maize, we have all those things that don't have to take long for you to harvest. It does not have to, like a palm tree takes 3 to 4 years for it to frown. We're not talking about the GMO fruits. We're talking about real ones, real improved stuff like that. So uh we have, if you don't want to do the one that will take long, which is the cocoa, the palm tree, can go into the cash crop. And then we'll also have the one that is dear to my heart, livestock. You see goats, you see uh a poultry, uh okay, you see poultry, you see fishery, is fish farm, snail farming, all of that. There is that cluster for it as well. And then we have the one for the livestock, the ranch clusters, where you can do goats, cow, piggery, all of that. Now the twerk to it is that you see the livestock and the ranch, the company is not farming for you. You are to do the farming yourself. Uh-huh. But the other ones, the palm tree, the cocoa, the cashew, the cash crops, the company is readily available to farm for you. Once again, before I continue, should you want to talk to me right now, all you have to do is to dial the number. Please send me a WhatsApp message so I can respond to you after this live session. Yes. On the number, if you're out of Nigeria, +234 803926 another 2648. Now, if you want to invest in it, where you are is not a limitation, because the company is ready to farm for you for those parts. Let's say the cashew, the company will do it for you at a shared percentage. We have the palm tree, the company will farm for you and do all the stress, both from the planting, the maintenance, the processing, and of course the sales. Sorry, all of that. They'll do all of that for you. And all you will get as an investor is the money. You get your annual return every year. And the good thing is the land is yours. It's not just the farm. The land is yours. You can at will, let's say the company have farmed for you for the past 4 5 years or even 10 years, and you decide, okay, oh no, I don't want to, I don't want to, I want to retire back and do it. Yes, you can come back and take over the farming for yourself. The company is also ready to farm the cash crop depending on what you are farming in. The company can decide to know, uh, excuse me, sorry, I'm being distracted. Okay. Now, the company can go decide to farm the rest for you depending on what you are farming in. Let's say for the cash crop clusters, maybe you want to do palm tree farming, plantain plantation, yes, okay, plantain plantation, yes, they can farm for you, and then you will now know the ratio. But for now, nobody can tell you, okay, plantain plantation, this is this is that, or corn. So depending on what you want to farm in, depending on how you want your money. For instance, if I'm investing, I have not invested, but I intend to invest shortly. I am going to invest in three different clusters. Mhm. I will invest, and that's what I will advise my people to do. And those who have invested so far, that we've been talking about it, I have told them to do that. Everyone who have invested in two or three clusters. Number one is the palm tree, for so and so period of time. This is when my money will be coming. And guys, did I say this farming are insured? Yes, they are insured. I'll talk about the insurance later. Now, if for instance now I decide that, okay, me, oh, I want to go into farming. I know I have a child who is going to the university shortly. What will I do? I just invest in the palm tree. I know in 3 4 years my money will start coming. When it starts coming, I will be able to foot that child, send that child abroad and do all of that. I advise that one. The brought light. I advise that one. I advise the second one, the cash crop, because we cannot that our money is down for a very long time. Yeah, so what I do is, let's do cash crop. You can do something like plant like pepper. Your money will be coming steady. You can plant, corn. You can plant yam and all of that, and your money will be coming steadily as well. Also, the other one I would say they will advise invest in is the ranch. I am particularly uh, uh, a preacher of us taking this cow from the herdsman that feels the cow are more important or more special than humans. Let's do it in the right way so that people who are buying cows, slaughterhouse cannot be coming to us to buy. I know a lot of people who are, as a matter of fact, I have an elder brother who is a farmer. He farms goats. He has goats. He said he started with four. The four gave birth. As at the last time we were speaking, he said they are over 20. So you understand, now that he's 20, he can comfortably sell like three or four. And as they continue to grow, as he continues to grow them as a large scale stuff, he'll be making money, high more money. And the beauty of these things is that these things really do not take much to feed. You don't, let's say cow now, you don't have to make gari and rice for a cow. No, all you have to do is give them grass, give them water. I understand they drink a lot of water. You can make a mini stream there for them that they can be eating. So the different clusters and how you can invest is the next phase of my talk. Now for the cocoa cluster, It is in 1 acre. They are not selling one plot, 1 acre. And 1 acre is just 2.7 million naira only. 2.7 million naira. They will give you the seed, they will plant it, they will harvest it, they will sell it for 2.7 million naira, mm, for 1 acre. And then you also have the one of a palm tree. Palm tree is 3 million naira. Also, everything will be done by the company. We have the livestock, the cashew, and the cash crop as well. All are 2.7 and 3 million naira, all inclusive of the seedlings and all of that. However, the one for the ranch, we don't sell in 1 acre, we sell in 5 acres. And the reason is simple: you can't tie these things in one place so they don't go and invade other people's stuff. So you have 5 acres, and let me tell you, 5 acres is just 12.5 million naira for a whole 5 acres of land that you will own for life. But like I said earlier, it is only you that will do that part. You can get people who can do it for you. Yes, monitor the system for you. I think with special arrangement, you can also get the company to get people to do that for you. 5 acres minimum. And in the 5 acres, you are only expected to have five cow. Let's say cow, for instance. You can only have 5 cows. You understand? So you can imagine 5 cows giving birth to, they don't give birth to one, ejima, triplets, neither they born. How many? One, cow dey, goat na im dey born plenty shebi, for instance, goat dey born plenty. So cow, you be getting money. Good morning, my friend, how are you doing? I'm very well, Real Gibson. Thank you so much for joining this live. So uh which other thing was I saying? I've forgotten, but I know I still, sorry, you go leave my place for me o. Okay, now we will leave straight to the insurance part. Now, this property, or be this farming option, is insured. And when we talk about the insurance, it's not on the land, because you cannot insure land. You don't insure bare land, because the land cannot be stolen. So for the crops on it, in the case of theft, fire outbreak, or anything, your money will still come. So let's say, for instance, there was fire outbreak in the farm, and then what's it called? The whole crops died, and the money was supposed to get, the 24 point something million you're supposed to get in that year. I'm happy to see you as well. The money you're supposed to get that year, you didn't get it. That's not an issue. You will get it. You will just get your money. That it is that you have a bad year, or there was a fire outbreak, is not going to affect your own money. So that is it about Aroko Farm and Resorts. I think it enters. I am just hoping that every parent sees the, okay, I just hope that every parent sees the opportunity in this and dives into it. Another beautiful part of this investment. So I just hope that every parent sees the opportunity in this and comes on board, because you can invest with 500,000, make a down payment of 500,000 naira, and you can spread the remaining balance for 6 months for the 2.7 million. 3 million, you can make 500,000, and then you start paying the other balance. Let's say for 2.7 million, you pay the other balance 500, 500 before you see you are done in 6 months. So yeah, this is what we are doing right now. It is the information. People say information is power. I have always disagreed. It is the information that you act upon that is power. Information is not power. The knowledge, that acquired knowledge and utilized knowledge, is what is power. It's not just knowledge. You have heard now. You see people, their children go to school, they still live their lives, things are going well with them. It is because they have done the right planning and all of that. And even in case of eventuality, in case of death, we say, ah, God forbid, though, if on the case that God did not forbid, one of the partners passes on, what would you do? You have already have something on ground. Even if it's not death, we hear people who not from nowhere, sickness will just come. There's something that you are banking on. In case of accidents or anything, there's something that will be working for you without you lifting a finger. So that's it about Aroko Farm and Resort. So you have any question, any inquiries, anything you want to talk about, all you have to do is call me. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, everyone that joined this live. Thank you very much. God bless you. Those that joined and left, thank you so much. I hope when you are less busy, you'll be able to come and get the information on this. And for those who will watch it later, thank you for joining. Thank you for the patience you had while my network was not stable enough. Thank you. And if you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe and turn on your bell notification. The reason is simple. You may have liked this, like you have seen it, but then again, you didn't subscribe, and later you can't even remember the name of the person you are thinking, ah, I know I saw this information that I wanted to invest in, but what's the name of the person? You would have forgot to. So the best thing is just hit the subscribe button now, so you don't have to be looking for me or cracking your brain later. I drop informations here every day or every other day about real estate investment, luxury lifestyle, uh transgenerational wealth creation, and all of that. And my name is Gloria Ogaga. Today is Saturday in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. I don't know what day it is in the city you are in. It is Saturday and we don't go to work. I am at home doing lazy, lazy, lazy. So you think you want to talk about Aroko Farms? You are interested in this or any other product you have seen on our page? Kindly reach out to me. Now, for those of you who are scared that this Lagos being Nigeria real estate has K-leg, has that. I want to tell you, put your mind to rest. Calm your mind. There are people who have drank water and water choked them and they didn't make it out alive from ordinary drinking of water. But does that mean we should stop drinking water? No. There are people who have gone to swim and they got drowned. Does it mean people should stop swimming? No. All you simply have to do is to do your due diligence before investing. I was with a client yesterday and he was talking about how government took his property in Amen. This were his words. So the government took the property he bought, two plots he bought in Amen Estate, were taken by the government. And we were surprised. Government took your property in Amen Estate. At that point, I and my colleague were like, it's not possible. So I told him, you bought a property inside Amen Estate and government took it. And at that point, he was now saying it's not like it's Amen Estate, it was close to Amen Estate. I said, close to Amen Estate. My colleague asked him, did you buy from an estate or you bought from an individual? He said he bought from an individual. And you see all this. A lot of times the story you are hearing, the story you hear, if that man, if we had not, now I don't want to go into details of how we discuss that, but now if we didn't ask those questions, let's say it was a lame person, layman now, that now says, I want to invest in Lagos. I say, no, the property I bought in Lagos inside the main estate was even taken from me. That person will be scared without knowing what happened. Government have schemed out Lagos for so and so reason. All the parts that have been schemed out, if your land is there, let's say that place has been schemed to be a road, if your land is there, government will come. If you like build skyscraper scraper there, it will come. We have heard about the coastal road, for instance. Now coastal road, there are people who have sea of old lands there on the coastal road, and the houses have been demolished now. What's happening? Government is definitely going to compensate them. The government is going to either move them to a new place or compensate them at the appreciated rate. So you cannot have the good documents, the good property, and still get lost. Okay, let me just use this medium to talk about the 170 something names that were released, estates that were released by the government. Now, first thing first, that list did not say that these estates are fake. The list says that these estates have not done their layout, their estate layout. That's one thing the list says. So a lot of people in diaspora, when you just hear this, you know, say, the government have listed properties, so hey, so these properties are going to be no, it means come and do your layout. Yes, they have to approve the layout, because you cannot do, you say you want to do estate now, and then you now build barracks. Government want to see, okay, what will be here, what will be here, come, let's approve the layouts. That's one of the things those names that were released are. And then of course, some of those names that were even put there were erroneously placed. Properties like Mabela was erroneously placed. We have efficacy properties were there, they were erroneously placed there. So it's not every time that you hear something about real estate in Nigeria and then you are scared. Okay, it's not every time you hear about something in Nigeria like that and then you are scared. So please, let's put our mind to rest. People say Nigeria is this, Nigeria. Every day they are buying properties here. Every day we are building. Every day people are buying. Developers are in business. Realtors are in business. Everything is happening. So why do you think it is only your own that will become bad? So please, I want us as investors, please, I want us as investors to just do our due diligence, know who you are working with, so that you can work with them and get your right properties. Now back to Aroko. If you want 1 acre of Aroko or more, all you have to do is to call the numbers +234 80 39 26 again 48, and or +234 90 24 42 0182. Thank you so much for joining and staying in my life. God bless you. Have a super productive uh, weekend ahead and a happy new month ahead. Bye. See you in my next life.